What is up, everybody? It is your boy Robbie Dagger, and I'm back for another episode. Back with you. So glad to have you here with me. Another one. So glad to have you here. And it's Mobius Final Fantasy here we're playing. That's this beautiful game. And I'm bringing you some beginner's tips. This is a request that was requested to me a long time ago. Even before I was even making videos. And I think it's important to, I said I would do it. Well, I don't know if I said I would do it even back then, but EFF Dash, who actually runs EFF Dash TV, his channel link is in the description of this video. If you want to check that out. He actually asked me about it again. So, I decided to finally do it. Finally make a Mobius video about just how the heck do you navigate this crazy heads-up display. There's so many little buttons. Where do we even begin? What is everything? What is going on here? The enemies seem to have 2 life bars. I've got abilities. I got pink stuff. There's all sorts of orbs flying around. What is happening here? So we're going to be looking at all that in this video here. And before we get into it, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit thumbs up. Make sure you hit thumbs up on all Mobius videos, because all Mobius videos are awesome, and we need more of them. There's just not enough. There's a lot of questions. Whoa! Whoops. There's a lot of questions still circulating on Mobius, and there's not really that many answers, and there's not a, the Reddits are awesome, but there's not a lot of like really good resources that are like just easy or a lot of videos. So I'm gonna try to explain it in like the simplest way I can, so so everybody can hopefully understand it. So first of all, you're gonna be having a full deck, 4 cards that you choose plus 1 card that you also choose that is a friend card. Basically, whoever, random players that you want to follow, or random players, period, that are going to show up. So you choose those 4 cards. That's very simple. And then, these ores up here, these are pretty important. And these actually correlate very well with this little circle down here, where you see your life bar. See your HP right here. So you see that I have 10,635 out of 10,635. So in other words, I have full HP. And above this you see a little buff, and you can click on whatever icon. Say you have a buff on there and you wonder what it is, you can click on it, hold it down. It's going to tell you what it does. Right now I have defense up, defense increased. So that's cool. And then this shows you this little icon here is whatever class you are. So in my case, I'm a ranger, which will be the 2 knives, 2 daggers or whatever. And then it says ×5, which means I have 5 turns. So this is a turn-based strategy game, which means basically I go until I don't have any more turns, and then they go until they don't have any more turns. So you want to do your best, because they can definitely, especially if you're fighting multiple enemies, they can definitely stack up against you and put the hurt on you. So one thing you can do in order to get some defense is, we can use some of these orbs, and each class can pull 3 different elements. So you kind of want to work with what you have. In this case, we can defend against fire, and we have 2 enemies there that are fire element. And you can tell what element they are by the icon next to their HP and break bars. So, I'm going to explain the HP and break bars very soon. But, first of all, we're going to hold down this circle here. And, I'm sorry, I don't even know what this is called. We're just going to call it our circle. So we're going to hold down our circle. And then we're going to select the fire, which is going to drive fire. So this is called an elemental drive. So now we're going to resist fire for 3 turns. As you can see, we got the new icon on our status area here. It's like a little ball with a shield on it, which means you got resist fire, which is fire resistance enhanced for 3 turns. The little number, of course, is the amount of turns. So now we've got that kind of defense, so now we can start doing some attacks. And these little icons over here, they'll show what kind of attacks. This icon is like an AoE, but you know, unfortunately, I can't show you the other symbols, but you'll see the other symbols when you have different attacks. So as you can see, I used an attack. I used an earth attack. And it used up my 4 earth elemental orbs. So now I have no more earth elemental orbs for right now. And then, so as you can see, I have like what is it? I got 6 of these wind orbs. So now, you know, I might as well do another attack. But I do want you to notice something. When I did that attack, something happened besides these guys losing their HP. They also lost, if you were watching closely, they had a yellow, this bar was yellow, and what happened was it slid down all the way, which means the whole bar, the bar has its own HP. Basically, this bar will go from yellow to red and to black, basically. So it's like if you've ever played those old school beat 'em up games and your enemies had like life bars with multiple different colors. It's kind of like that. But the point, what you really want is, like, this is almost like a stamina bar. What you really want is to knock these guys down, take off their, you know, their red bars all the way to black. You want to get that yellow to red, and then you want to get that red to black. And what that'll do is that will break your enemy. And what I just did there was I just did a haste, which was my borrowed card from my friend. So thank you, friend, for letting me use that haste. And I didn't explain this, but let me explain it right now. If we use an attack, you see that you get orbs. So that's how you replenish your orbs. And something a lot of people don't know, and something I found out the hard way, was the amount of, like, whichever, the colors in the circle is basically what you're going to pull in your attacks. So it's the kind of orbs you're going to pull. So you can manipulate this by driving certain orbs. So if you don't want to, since we don't have any fire attacks, we don't want to have any fire orbs basically come up. So it's good that this area here is very small. The more you do auto attacks, the more things start balancing out, and we'll get back to normal very slowly. But you can manipulate this or juggle this circle here and get the types of orbs you want just by driving certain orbs. And we might die here, y'all. We might die. But let me show you this. If I do this right here, as you see, I have 2 hearts up in my orb deck here. I've got 2 hearts and one of these glowing ones. These glowing ones that are rainbow colored are called prismatic orbs. And what they do is they allow you to use this orb as any type of orb. It's like a wild card in your orbs, and you can see it flying around right there. So let's say we want to do a heal. At this point, if we use any drive, it's going to use up that prismatic orb. That's just the way it is. So just keep that in mind if you ever get prismatic orbs, especially now that they are going to be a little bit more common. But right now we're gonna do this, since we don't have any. We haven't been able to reach any heart abilities. So for right now, let's say we hit the panic button. We want to heal ourselves. As you can see, the heal drive, it's not the most effective way to use your heal, but it is in a pinch. You could heal yourself with it and like perhaps not die, but you know, just wanted to show you that just in case it's useful to you. At this point, I want to show you how driving all these wind elements will affect this circle. So let's see how that works. As you see, everything, all the green has disappeared. I'm not going to pull any green. I'm going to be mostly getting earth, and I'm going to be getting fire orbs when I do my auto attacks at this point. Something I want y'all to notice is this guy right here is about to break. That little red bar is at a sliver, and my next auto attack should break him. So I'm going to show you this. At this point, all my attacks on him are going to do, colossal damage. And I want to show you the limit break here. So to access your limit break, you'll see this little bar glowing. And it will grow as you do, different functions, different attacks, different abilities. And when it grows, you can unleash it and use it as an attack. Every job will have a different ultimate. So, and they're all pretty great. So definitely take a look at those. And, the ultimate also filled up our gauge for us, which is awesome. So now we can do, maybe a couple earth cutters and destroy these guys. Generally, you won't be able to just do this kind of thing and kill everybody without, destroying their red gauges. This is just some overpowered mess that I'm showing you right now as an example. Something you can strive for, but it's definitely not something you're going to be able to do right off the bat. And that's don't worry about it. A lot of people get really discouraged because they think there's no way, they think they have to wait for ability cards to upgrade their cards. They don't know that you can use fodder to upgrade their cards, and that is like once I learned that, I was just like, oh, okay, I wasn't worried about a thing anymore. Because if you can use fodder, then what is the problem? You're going to be able to do it, and you're going to be able to do it free to play. It does take a little bit. It does take a little while sometimes to max out some of the cards, especially to get them to 5-star, but it's generally worth it once you finally max one of them out. But every card has its strengths. So a lot of people ask, which cards are the best. Honestly, you could really level up any card, and it's probably going to be useful at some point. But you do want to kind of stick to the basics at first. So let me show y'all. As you see, that the green gauge has grown back, and it's going to keep growing back. We drove fire earlier, so the red in our circle is very small, very slim. We're going to use, we don't need to use barrier. As you see, we still have 4 turns. We don't need to use it at all. At this point, we can do either a wind strike or an earth cutter. Since these guys are fire and water element, it's not going to do. We're not going to be able to do the extra effective elemental damage. But this right here will show you the weaknesses, the elemental affinities. If you ever get in a kind of lost and don't know what to hit something with, or don't know what you really have in your deck, you can hit the help button, which is in the top right corner of the screen. It's blacked out now because we are in the help menu. So as you see, it shows me my entire deck, what everything does, all the extra skills that each ability has. So that's really nice if you ever need it, like to pause the game, something like that. And that's also how you flee the battle. But to get back to the battle, you just click fight. Also up in the top, I'll show you, this is the score. And I will be making a future video on how to, how to score high. The best ways to score high. But this is not the video for that, because that is its own beast. This game is so deep, y'all. So deep. It's so fun once you get into it. That's why I'm making this video, because I wanna make it even easier for y'all to get into it. Because I know it's hard at first. It is. It really is. It's very hard. The tutorial, if you made it through the tutorial, you made it through the hardest part in the game, y'all. Let me just say that. Because it really is. It's hard. And I understand. So, let me know how y'all feel about that. Oh man, welcome everybody who's watching the stream right now. I'm glad to see every single one of you. Tufik, I'm glad to see you, buddy. I'm good. How are you, man? And then we got Flame Road Vargas. What's up, buddy? Glad to see you. So let me finish explaining this. This bar here. Oh, let's see. In the bottom left, you'll see there is another circle. When you get far enough in the game, you're gonna be able to do a job change. So you have a sub job, and I have a sub job video if y'all want to check that out, which has a lot of really cool information on how you can really make your sub job like work for you. Definitely use your sub job. Don't just leave it with the onion there and like nothing there. You can put some extra cards in there, and not ever switch. But I understand if you're new, even if you're far enough, you're not gonna have enough. You may not have enough good cards to have, a sub job, a good decent sub job. So at this point in the battle, we're gonna have to just attack because we don't have enough orbs. And let's just keep attacking to show you that you can build up that gauge up there very nicely if you just keep attacking. So now we have a very good amount and variety of orbs. We can use basically every single ability that I brought here. And this is like perfect. But just make note that you can definitely, say we brought all fire cards, we can drive away all these, all this earth, all these earth orbs that we have in our orb deck. We could drive away all these wind orbs that we have in our orb deck, and we could definitely pull only fire for a good amount of turns. So definitely make use of this circle here. It's your friend, and it's a good friend to you. And then also in the same area in the bottom right, we have the target view, and that's how you switch targets, y'all. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so that's how you switch targets, and you can just go straight into an attack if you keep clicking or keep tapping. So, check that out, because that's pretty cool. But definitely make use of your target view when you have to, especially in the beginning when you first start playing this game. You're not going to have a lot of good AoEs. So, do what you can. We're gonna use Great Gospel just to be a troll, even though, we had everything we needed anyway. And then, normally what you would want to do is just keep auto-attacking these guys until their break meters are gone. And then you would use your strongest abilities, or whatever ability you wanted to use, and you could totally destroy these guys. One good strategy. So as you see, when the enemy is broken, I almost forgot to explain this. When your enemy is broken, they're stunned. And in single player, it'll show you, if you clicked on them, it'll show you how long they're stunned, how many turns. So that means I have 11 turns. I can use, a couple of them to... I can either, you know, destroy this guy right off the bat, or I could try to stun his little buddies as well. Which is a good strategy to stun all your enemies and maybe kill them all at once. So let's see if we can get that done. Let's bust these guys up. Uh-oh, we got 2 broken. Can we do it? I don't know. Some of them might come back. Some of them might wake up. Oh, we got... Oh, that's caca. Anyways, you know, 2 out of 3 is not bad. So since I have an AoE, using an AoE is just gonna target all these dudes. So it doesn't matter which one we use either, since we don't have the right element to do a real weakness, but we don't have the wrong element either. And if that attack wasn't maxed out at 9999, you know, if I had it uncapped, you would have been able to see that it did way more damage, or it should have done way more damage on those enemies that were broken. So that's the important part. That's why you want to break this bars before you go too crazy, you know, with your attacks. Or with your abilities, you know what I mean? So you gotta... It's like a... You know, it's a strategy. It's like... You kind of want to... You definitely want to, you know, stun as many of them as you can. And you want to kill as many as... At the same time as you can. But when you're first starting this game, you're just not going to have... what you need... really to... You might go for AoEs to start, but... You know, it's a high orb cost, so it's up to you if you want to run that way. I got nothing against it. But it may not be as easy. So at this point, we can choose to, you know, kill these, you know, bust these 2 up. I want to show you all the damage difference. I believe Wind Strike is maxed out, so we'll try that one. So as you see, the enemies that were broken took tons more damage, like 15,000 versus... You know, something much less. It was like, you know, 2,000 or so. Maybe a little more, but it's definitely worth it to break your enemies. Because you're going to be doing just tons more damage on them. F Dash hacks, where can... No, I'm not even going to answer that question, F Dash. No way. There's no hacks for Mobius. Mobius... players are too awesome to use hacks, and hacks ruin games, and everybody knows it. So no F Dash, no. Zazaris has a quick question. I see you have 2 attack cards with AoEs and supports. Is that a farming loadout? That's a good question. Honestly, it kind of is for me. Because normally, you know, if you really wanted to be getting high scores, you may want to have 3 types of attacks, you know, versus, or, you know, even 4 attack cards that you bring yourself, and, you know, 1 support card that you're borrowing. You know, that's a common setup too. This is definitely, I would definitely say that this is more of a farming loadout, or even, I'd go as far as to say this is kind of like an auto-play loadout. Like, just, you know, something that will keep you alive, something to play it safe. Let's see. No, don't give me no sad faces, F Dash. This is an awesome game to play free to play. I'm basically telling you all the hacks right now, buddy. That's the thing. That's the thing. When you first start this game, you, like, don't know anything. And I remember, I was there. And I know how awful it felt at times just not having the answers. And it's hard to find information for global sometimes because you'll be watching, or you'll be, you know, looking for information and you find the right information you're looking for, but it's all JP related, so it doesn't match up perfectly. So, you know, there's that kind of thing. Tofik Kabir asks, bro, where is a good farm for light seeds? Well, I would say anywhere is actually a good place to farm for light seeds. What you have to do though is you have to you have to do your best to bring light uh, cards that produce light skill seeds. And I'll show you what I mean by that, but I can't show you right now because I'm in battle. But that's basically what you want to do. You want to bring, usually take a look at your cards, and at the bottom of, when you hard hold click on your card and it goes into that little card menu, and you look at the bottom, it should show you how many skill seeds and what types it produces. And that's why, skill seed farming, that's basically what I do. Basically is I just bring all, I just multitask basically. My basic farming tactic is to do other things. Like right now I'm farming these cards, and I'm also farming I'm still farming the Mobius, or the FF7 event. Honestly, I still have to farm Fatal Eriga, freaking the Ramu card. So, what I do is I basically use cards that are going to give me the skill seeds that I need, and then that way, whatever I'm doing, I can do anything I want while I play the game. And I'm going to be getting those skill seeds, those types of skill seeds when I finish the battle. The best place to farm is the Gigantar Terrace, but there's all the explorable regions, which are like the yellowish, goldish ones on the map. Those are all like really good for farming, just plain farming. So check those out. Those aren't bad at all. But yeah, I would just say multitask as much as possible, because that's how you're going to get just a lot done in really a pretty short amount of time, honestly. Like it'll fly by if you're multitasking, and it'll be a lot more fun. So Bill D Awesome asks, how can I find what buffs the enemy has? So the way you'll see that is, if you take a look at the enemy itself, as you see, the life right above the life bar and the break bar, which is almost gone right now, you'll see that it has 3 little icons, and these icons are right now they're debuffs. But if this enemy had any buffs, they would be blue icons here. So that it could be the same icon but bluish in color, and that's the buff icon. But you see, these are blue on me, so it would be this same icon but on his life bar if he had a buff. And if I had any debuffs, they would be the same way, red over on top of his life bar, and they would be, the same way they're red on top of his life bar, they would be red on top of my life bar. So that's how you can tell the difference between what buffs and what debuffs someone has on them. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you can click and hold the icons. No, you definitely can't. You can't hold the icons on the enemies to see what they are. You kind of just have to, yeah, you kind of have to know. And it's just getting harder and harder because there's more and more icons, I swear. But you'll get the hang of it. I promise. You'll get it. You'll be a pro in no time. It's just like seeing them and seeing them on you. But the more buffs you get, the more you'll be able to tell for sure. Oh yeah, Tofik. Definitely good luck farming those skill seeds either way, buddy. Oh yeah, so we got a little level there. So this is, you get a good amount of experience. 3,600 for doing it on hard mode. If you can't do it on hard mode, definitely do it on easy mode. And, this is what we're looking for here. Bada bing, bada boom, you know what I'm saying? We got it done. Anyway, that's how the battle system works, y'all. I hope that kind of makes sense. If you have any more questions about it, please let me know. I would love to answer any more questions about the battle system. I hope that clears up a lot of questions about it, because I know it's super confusing. I know there's just like a ton to this game, and a lot of people get overwhelmed because there's not a lot of good information. I mean, there is, especially on Reddit, but I mean, who wants to spend all day reading on, how to play this game, It's just easier to watch videos, honestly. That's all I'm saying. Now, Flame Road Vargas asks, what jobs are currently the best? Man, it's honestly definitely the rogue, but almost every job in this game honestly is really, really good. Every job is pretty good, in the right, if you got the right cards. Honestly, I would say worry more about your cards, and you're gonna be a beast. Tofik Kabir says the Soldier First Class is probably the best, and I tend to agree with that, just because the Soldier First Class at this point is the easiest class to get, because you just have to kind of pull cards for it and you'll get it. And it can use two types of cards to its advantage, which is it can use Ranger cards with its maximum boost, and it can use Warrior cards with its maximum boost. So it's just gonna give you an easier time running through the game and starting out. So that is a really good point there, and I definitely appreciate that input. I appreciate having all y'all here with me. It's been awesome. It has been so awesome having all y'all here with me. And, I really hope it helps. If it helped you, make sure you hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's freaking awesome having y'all here, having y'all come through. I love seeing the regulars. It's pretty cool. So, I hope this helps. Freaking happy. And, good luck with the farming. Hopefully you find what you're looking for. I need more antennas, so I'm going to be farming. So maybe Square Enix will hear this and increase the drop rates on these antennas. So that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll find what we're looking for. That's right. Tofik Kabir asks, can we do a multi-battle 3-star? Oh, that sounds fun, actually. That does sound fun. Oh man, I have to learn about that new boss too, actually. Woo. Well, the work never ends around here, actually. Which is, that's good. Yeah, I gotta learn about that new boss. I haven't even checked her out yet, Ultima, and I think she just came out. Ooh. And the other announcement that happened is pretty big too. How we're gonna get the Final Fantasy 15 event coming. That's pretty epic. And all those cards look good. Like, the kind of cards, I will say, if you're a new player, the kind of cards you want to be looking for are definitely the ones that do more than one thing at the same time. And the ones that aren't maxed out, the ones that can get up to 5-star. If they're 3+, 4+, take it or leave it. Use it to help you level up, but don't invest too much into it, because you definitely want cards that are able to go up to 5-star. So that's just a general pointer. Just a general pointer. Paul Parker asks, is Soldier First Class still available? Heck yeah, bro. All you have to do is pull. Honestly, if you're new and you don't have Soldier First Class, what I would do is I would wait until this new event comes out. No, honestly, I would wait until we're going to have a new Supreme card coming out, which is the Final Fantasy 15. It's some kind of ultimate attack. Some kind of really strong ability. So I would wait until that's out, until you have a chance to pull that, because, save your Magicite, save your summon tickets, because that's going to be your chance to get that card. And that's going to be, you know, you want every chance you can possibly get. You know, you could get lucky and get it. I hope everybody watching this stream right now gets it. I hope we all get it so we can share it and show it off to each other. But I'm not going to go too crazy over it. This is one I may have to let pass over, you know, if I don't get lucky. But I'm definitely saving all my summons, you know, for that Final Fantasy 15 event, because that is coming pretty soon. That date's gotta be coming up pretty soon. I wonder exactly when it is. Let's see. March 17th to March 31st. Oh my god, that's coming tonight? Whoa. Holy crap, y'all. Woo! That is tonight. We're gonna be getting all those cards tonight, baby. Just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I can show you really quick. But I got, well, yeah, I'll show you really quick. This video is like gonna be like 40 minutes long, but whatever. It's gonna be a lot of info in this video. So here we go, the batch lineup. March 17th. So tonight, 7 p.m. UTC, which is like for Eastern time, it's like 10 o'clock. But you're gonna get the regalia? Is that how this works? I haven't even looked into this. This is awesome though, y'all. This is tonight. Oh my god, everyone who logs in gets regalia, which is gonna give you the ability Supercharger, which adds Quicken, which adds actions to your current turn. So it's like a haste, but it's not as good as haste. I can tell you that right now, because haste lasts multiple turns and Quicken is one turn. So, you know, that's cool though. That is really cool that they're just giving that to us, even though it's kind of a boo-boo prize, but it's still really cool. And then all these abilities are awesome, but we'll see if they're maxed out at, you know, if they're 4 pluses or 3 pluses. We will see, because it doesn't really show you here. But this is the ultimate I was telling y'all about. Definitely wait, everybody. Don't summon until tonight, until March 17th. 7 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern time. Do not summon a card, because you're going to be missing out on your chance to get Unbreakable Bonds Final Fantasy 15. The ability Royal Arms, which does, it's a Warrior Supreme ability, which does a single target dark attack, damage focus, multi-strike, overkill. Adds Armature, which drains HP to increase damage. So that's crazy. It's probably going to be stupid strong. I don't see I mean, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be totally amazing, but I just can't do it. I can't go too crazy over it. Even though I love Final Fantasy 15, I just love, you know, I'm going to be pulling for these cards, and I'm just going to pull for these cards, which is what I would recommend. If you do want to pull, just pull until you get all the cards and then just stop. And if you don't get it, then, you know, no worries. There's going to be other Supremes. So don't be sad if you don't get one. Like, if you didn't get, there's, you know, since there's always a new Supreme, you know, don't be sad if you don't get one, basically. Because if you didn't get, you know, one, there's always a chance that you're going to get the next one. And the next one could be amazing. So don't worry too bad. And, you know, life is good. Hopefully we all get this bad boy, though. That's going to be cool. I had no idea that was tonight. Anyways, I got to get going, y'all. I let this video get way long. So long. But I will be back at some point very soon to see y'all. And, you know, I love having y'all here. I really do. And thank y'all for the chat comments, and thank you super thank you for everybody who came through for the stream to watch. Thank you everybody who came through and chatted with me. I love chatting with all y'all, and it's freaking amazing. One more question I'll do. Zazarus has a good question. Any tips for free-to-play players to spend their resources? Yes, definitely. I would say, you know, I think I saw a really good response here, and I'm going to give them a shout out if I can see it if I find it really fast here. Yep. Liz High Wilford answered he actually gave you really good advice. He said save your Magicite to get the Mobius gift box. That is brilliant advice. If you're playing this game a lot, if you have the time to play this game a lot, then getting that Mobius gift box is going to totally help you, because not only is it going to give you awesome starting resources as a beginning player that you're not going to be able to get any other way. Like freaking growth stars are amazing. You need as many of those as you can possibly get. And, you know, the summon tickets are amazing, and of course the ability tickets. Definitely save all that stuff. Save as much of that stuff up as you possibly can. And the only time I really would ever recommend spending it, like, you know, because there's so much fodder, definitely check out, I have a bunch of, if you're like wondering how to level up a card and you're like, man, how do I level this up? And I, like, without ability tickets, then check out my fodder, my ability card. You know, I have some kind of video on ability cards, leveling those up, and that's the best way to do it. Use the fodder cards, because, you know, it makes it just a much easier process. It does take a little longer, but it's so worth it, and you could farm skill seeds at the same time. So definitely check that video out if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about like how to level up your cards in a free-to-play. You know, how to level up your cards in a free-to-play style so you don't have to spend your resources, because you really do not want to be spending your resources at all. Tawfiq Kabir is asking for a multiplayer battle. I promise I'll do that soon. I really will. That may be the next video. We gotta look at Ultima. We gotta look at Ultima together. She's looking beautiful, but I have no idea what she does. I don't know how to beat her right now at this point, to be honest. I haven't even fought her yet, so I'm gonna check that thing out. I'm gonna have to do some more live streams, because this one has been awesome, and I'm having so much fun. I don't even want to stop, y'all. I really don't. But I don't know how I feel about these long videos. You know what I mean? I could come back or something, but, you know, I just wanted to make this real short one about the fighting system. You know, super awesome though. Super awesome input from the chat. I'm so glad to have y'all here with me. Can't say that enough, because I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. It's like, you know, I started from 0 subs, so to have any right now is so cool to me. It's like the coolest thing ever, and I love each and every one of you. And, you know, I'll be back, and I'll see y'all soon. So definitely good luck to you in your pulls. I'm wishing y'all the best. Imagine it. Close your eyes and see yourself pulling the most amazing cards, and you'll be amazed what happens. Anyways, y'all, love ya, and I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that, you know, hit it all. Just click the bell and everything. I love you guys. Anyways, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.